What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Cheap Shot Music Podcast. I'm Jack.
I'm Casey.
I'm Justin.
And let's get into the news. Casey, what do we have happening in news today?
Well, a few things. Sad news. Joey DeFrancesco, like the driving force, the ultimate Hammond organ jazz player, has died at the age of 51. Pretty young.
Rest in peace. I saw a lot of jazz players on Instagram that I follow make posts about him and stuff.
He was a pretty big name in the jazz community, modern, current day jazz community. He worked with everyone from Miles Davis in his late years to McCoy Tyner, even Van Morrison, Christian McBride, all kinds of big names in the current and somewhat past world of jazz. So I'm sure he's not a household name for most people, but a pretty big name contributor to the advancement of the Hammond B3 organ sound.
Yeah, and just the jazz community in general.
So rest in peace, Mr. DeFrancesco. Speaking of more deaths,
unfortunately,
well, it happened a little while ago, but Naomi Judd of the Judds she passed away, and she passed away in April, but they recently
did an autopsy.
They did an autopsy, and they found out that she had shot herself with a gun.
Mm-hmm. Just to confirm it now.
So, Naomi Judd and her daughter Winona, the Judds, they were very, very popular in the 80s.
I think they just performed at the Country Music Awards this past year. Even
in the 80s and 90s, they were really, really popular. One of the biggest groups in country music at the time, and they Winona's sister and Naomi's other daughter, Ashley Judd, is a famous actress. She's been in several movies over the last 30 years. So yeah, it's just kind of shocking, I didn't know, but that's how it is. We never really know what people are going through behind the scenes
going on. And they're a talented family, so there's probably a lot of pressure on them in a variety of ways.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And it's interesting too, just seeing a mother-daughter combo in music. I mean, how often do you really see something like that?
It's pretty rare. Yeah.
So it just makes me wonder, what was the reason for doing it? Obviously, people have their reasons, and I just hope for the family that everyone's doing okay. Unfortunately, we're kind of speaking about more deaths now because we're talking about Taylor Hawkins of the Foo Fighters and his son doing a tribute performance for his dad. They played the song "My Hero" at a concert recently.
It was at Wembley Stadium, which is iconic for major concerts,
for sure.
Live Aid, Band Aid, where Queen had their biggest concert ever, pretty much. They played at Wembley Stadium recently. There's a bunch of different celebrities and stars. Paul McCartney was out.
We're all paying tribute to Taylor Hawkins. And
they closed the show with "My Hero." Yeah.
Yeah, and oh man, it's such an emotional, amazing performance by his son. First of all, the playing and the timekeeping was perfect.
It was impeccable. He nailed it.
And then also the way that he played it too. He played so heavy, which is exactly the way that Taylor Hawkins and Dave Grohl would play the drums.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
No doubt.
It's one of those things where a seasoned drummer might look at him and say, "Oh, that technique though. You can't do that for a whole concert." Because he was giving
everything.
He was hitting those drums so hard, I'm surprised he didn't punch through some of those tom heads.
Or break a stick, even.
Break a stick or lose a stick because he's gripping so hard. But
I bet he did. A couple sticks.
But yeah, you're right. Dave Grohl and Taylor Hawkins were notoriously very energetic drummers.
Heavy drummers.
Very lots of showmanship. And so apparently he passed it on to his kid.
Speaking of emotional, because I know you guys are going to get emotional today about football. Tell us why you're wearing your Vikings jersey.
Well, I feel like we need a in memoriam button for all of the segments before, but it's just we need to play it for the Packers today because they're going down.
Dude, straight up.
That's the main reason. This is border battle, right? They call it the border battle. Wisconsin, Minnesota, Packers, Vikings.
This is how dedicated they are.
It's 60 plus years old. It gets really heated around this part of the country whenever they play.
It's really fun.
Yeah, it's really fun. But there's a lot of Packer fans that live in Minnesota.
Yep.
And there's some Minnesota fans that live in Wisconsin.
So death to the Packers, essentially. Yeah.
It's weird because, all these diehard Packer fans will love the Minnesota Twins and the Minnesota Wild and the Wolves, but they just hate the Vikings. And so it gets really heated, man. My family, my wife's side of the family are all Packer fans.
Oh boy.
But I always say that they're more Viking haters than they are Packer fans. They have more passion of hating the Vikings than they care about their own team.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I know the performance of the new coach and the players is going to be on your guys' radar, but Justin, can you hit that release radar for me, my man? Because we got some stuff to talk about. First of all, let's mention Britney Spears, because she's back for her first song since her conservatorship ended. Mm-hmm. And this song is with Elton John. It's called Hold Me Closer.
Isn't it called Tiny Dancer?
It should be. It should be called Tiny Dancer because
first line of the chorus of Tiny Dancer.
So remember Cold Heart, or just Cold Heart by Dua Lipa and Elton John? Yeah. It's basically another one of those, except this time with Britney Spears.
It's a little better. It's a little better. It's not as much hardcore auto-tune as the last one.
But Justin, your point about it was why is money.
Yeah,
Elton
it's
John,
money.
Of course.
Victory lap. He's bringing in the cash. That's what he wants to do.
How much effort does it take to create
that
a new song?
Nothing.
But it's like, what about integrity? Is that just not a thing anymore? I don't know.
Hey, when you're 75 and you've already written songs for 30 years, then maybe you just want to cash in.
Integrity be damned.
No, well, that would be like 60 years of his life.
True, I guess, right?
Let me just remix one of my old songs with one of my friends.
Right.
And let's make an afternoon out of it. We'll have some champagne.
And make, 20 mil.
Yeah.
Speaking of more released radar, we have The Forever Story by JID. This is an album.
Yeah,
Justin, do you want to tell us about it?
Album. Mm-hmm. It's a 15 song. It's featuring Kenny Mason, Earth Gang, 21 Savage, and Baby Tate with that song that we looked over in, was it For That We Adore? Mm-hmm. Little Durk, Ari Lennox, Yasin Bey, Mos Def, really great. Lil Wayne does an actually good job, unlike The Game.
Yeah.
And then it has some various other artists. Mm-hmm. So we might do a breakdown. We might not. Comment if you want us to do one of those breakdowns.
I've got a comment, actually, because you should definitely check out JID's Tiny Desk concert that he just recently did. It was amazing.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And
sweet.
I think, honestly, one of those performances at the Tiny Desk concert could be its own today's top hit. And speaking of today's top hits, let's get into it. All right, Casey, what's in today's top hits this week?
Well, Spotify Top 50 right now. Number 1 on it is Super Freaky Girl by Nicki Manaj.
Hey, girl, I can lick it, I can ride it while you slipping and sliding. I can do all them little tricks and keep the dick up inside it. You can smack it, you can grip it, you can go down and kiss it. And every time he leave me alone, he always tell me he miss it. He wanna F-R-E-A-K.
Yeah, exactly.
But we should have a laugh track instead.
Yeah.
This song's so funny.
It is silly.
Oh my gosh. So this wonderful work of art was written by 14 different people.
It's just... That's ridiculous.
That's the definition of too many cooks in the kitchen right there.
Why?
But the main cook in the kitchen is Rick James because it's completely sampled
throughout.
Super Freak.
From Super Freak from 1981 or so,
And it doesn't feel like it really altered it that much.
No. But, okay, Nicki's voice in this is what you want her to sound like.
Yeah.
I agree.
She's really, really fancy and good.
Well, I think they did a really good job with making her voice very radio-esque. You know what I'm saying? I hear her voice in this song, and it sounds like she's a radio talk show host.
The depth that she has of going up and then low with almost every single word. She starts high and ends low.
She does a lot of inflection up and down. Yeah. And
which is probably why there was so many writers on it, because every single word has to fit perfectly or else...
I really hate her voice, though. I hate that nasally quality. It's super nasally.
I
hate it.
That's why I like the lowness. At least you get the low in this song.
Justin wants to always look at the good side of things, and I appreciate you for that. I appreciate you for that, Justin.
We need the yin and yang here, because I'm totally looking at the bad side of it. And
F-R-E-A-K.
Okay. This is cheerleaders music. I thought that died 15 years ago with Glamorous by Fergie and
Bananas
by Gwen Stefani.
Jack Harlow brought that back with First Class.
That's not wrong.
You know,
it's
it's pineapple juice, Jack. You know what I'm talking about.
Sweet semen.
Yeah, oh my God.
Speaking of freaky ass lyrics, how about I get into some of these lyrics?
Okay.
I can lick it, I can ride it while you slippin' and slidin'.
That's why
I can do all them
funny.
little tricks and keep the dick up inside it. You can smack it, you can grip it, you can go down and kiss it. And every time he leaves me alone, he always tell me he miss it.
Yeah, we just lost my parents.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, is this like instructional? Like, is this like?
I think it is instructional.
She's like going into such detail about these sexual acts. It's like, here's an instruction manual. Every
It's like
song
Twista.
is a
It's like
it's like
Twista.
a whole new instructional manual on how to.
She's taking a page out of Biggie and Megan Thee Stallion's book. Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
straight up.
Oh my
Just-
God.
Like kicking the
hey,
door.
But you know what? It took 14 people to do that. So to write that. So
I mean, everyone on Nicki Minaj's team, I guess, is a super freak. They're all menage a trois. You know what I'm saying?
ugh.
Yeah, there's no getting it wrong that Nicki Minaj is a super freaky girl, but we can definitely get shit wrong in Cheap Shot Trivia, so let's check it out.
Welcome everyone to another installment of Cheap Shot Trivia.
Let's get it.
And today we're actually doing higher lower because I was kind of doing it before, but I figured out the wording.
Great.
So we're going to do, is this song on the Billboard Hot 100 list rated higher, closer to 1, or rated lower, closer to 100 than this other song? So the first question, the first one, is Son of a Sinner by Jelly Roll rated higher or lower than Left and Right by Charlie Puth and Jung Kook?
I'm going to go lower.
I'm going to go lower as well, for sure.
Oh my God, guys.
That's bad.
Oh, you guys started. Oh no.
Starting off weak. But
So
we'll bring it back.
Son of a Sinner is 43 and Left and Right is 47.
Wow. Okay. See, that one was way closer than I thought it would be.
I've not heard either of those, so I was just a pure guess. But Charlie Puth, I was like, oh, I kind of know that name. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Jeez. So is Son of a Sinner, ranked at 43, ranked higher or lower than Vegas by Doja Cat?
Lower.
Higher.
Casey, you are right. Woo!
Darn
Jack, you starting off 0 for 2, man.
Yeah.
I made this one difficult, okay?
It's good, though. It's good that way.
So Vegas was 25.
Okay.
So is Vegas by Doja Cat ranked higher or lower than Pink Venom by Blackpink?
It's lower. It's lower on the list, meaning more towards 100. I think Blackpink is probably higher, closer to 1.
I would actually agree with that. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's at 53, guys.
How did? But Pink Venom started really high, didn't it?
It started at number 1, and then
it
week
dropped off.
after it dropped way
That's
off.
how pop
Man,
music works,
dude.
man. Like it'll hit a cliff
Yeah.
really quick.
So you're 1 for 3. I'm 0 for 3, right?
0 for 3,
Yep.
guys. Okay. So Pink Venom at number 53. Is it rated higher or lower than Despacha by Rosalia?
Lower.
Higher.
Yeah, Jack.
Let's go.
Yeah, Jack. Finally, you guys tied it up. 1 for 4.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, now here starts the actual difficult part.
Yeah. Here we go.
So is Stay by the Kid Lori Leroy and Justin Bieber rated higher or lower than Jimmy Cooks by Drake featuring 21 Savage?
Oh God.
Because that was last year. That's a last year's song, even though it's a super hit.
Remember, Stay is still literally like
staying on the Billboard.
It's everywhere.
I'm gonna say Stay is higher.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
Oh my God.
We're both wrong.
Oh my God.
Damn you, Drake. You're a thorn in my side, Drake, as always.
Okay, Stay was 24 and Jimmy Cooks was 23.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow, you.
So is Stay by the Kid Leroy and Justin Bieber at 24 higher or lower than Heat Waves by Glass Animals?
Oh God, Heat Waves was just.
I'm gonna say the Justin Bieber one is higher.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I would. No, I'm gonna go the opposite. I'm going the opposite.
Yeah, Casey.
I'm going the opposite.
No.
Yes. Yeah, Casey. Heat Waves was at 19.
What? How is
still
that
hanging
song
out.
still up there?
It's still
dude?
hanging out. Yeah.
It's not that good of a song.
It's hanging on.
I just had a feeling it was still up there.
So,
Yeah.
so
Alright.
Jack, you're 1 for 6. Casey, you're 2 for 6.
Yep.
So is "Break My Soul" by Beyonce rated higher or lower than "I Like You," a happier song by Post Malone featuring Doja Cat?
So Beyonce versus Post Malone and Doja Cat,
Yeah.
basically. That's how I think of it. I just think of the
Yeah,
artist.
for sure. Yeah.
I think "Break My Soul" is lower than "I Like You," a happier song. But if you disagree with
I'm
me,
gonna
Casey, you'll probably
say-
be right.
I am actually going to disagree and do the opposite. I'm going to say the Doja Cat one is higher.
Okay.
Is that right?
No. That'd be lower. Because I think the
No, because you think that "Break My Soul" is higher on the list. He thinks "I Like You" is higher on the list.
yeah, okay.
Let's go with that.
Yep.
So, Casey, you're saying that "Break My Soul" is lower on the list, right?
Yes, we'll go with that.
You're right.
Ah,
"Break My Soul" is
Dang.
at number 9, and "I Like You" is at number 8.
I'm so inconsistent.
3 for 7?
3 for 7.
2 for 7?
Yeah.
That's not much to brag about.
No. I don't care. I want that damn R2D2.
It's going
Right over here.
right in the middle.
Like a true Vikings fan, you're happy with 3 and 7.
Yeah,
you
dude.
Guys, you guys gotta get 6. Yeah, you guys have to at least have a winning record over here. Okay. Okay. So it's "Bad Decisions" by BTS, Snoop Dogg, Benny Blanco rated higher or lower than "Alien Superstar" by Beyonce?
Higher.
I'm going to also go with higher. Yep.
89 versus Beyonce's at 90. I was thinking
That album really wasn't received that well.
No, it
No.
was not. I was thinking of putting just like one that wasn't even on the list right there, but
Just to mess
So
with us.
4 for 8, 3 for 8.
Yep.
yeah. So it is "God Did" by DJ Khaled higher or lower than "Wait for You" by Future featuring Drake and Tim's?
I'm going to go with the Drake and Future song has to be higher than DJ Khaled.
So you're going with lower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll agree, actually.
Nice job, guys. Working as a team.
5 for 9, 4 for 9.
So the DJ
Yeah.
Khaled
Or-
song
yeah.
was at 17 and "Wait for You" was at 10.
Okay.
Okay.
So this being held in the count, that DJ Khaled song at 17. So is "Juice WRLD Did" by DJ rated higher or lower than "Betty Get Money" by Young Gravy?
God, I don't know any of those.
I'm going to go with higher.
Young Gravy, man.
I'm going to go with
Gravy.
Yeah, I
the
was going to say
Juice
probably.
WRLD song is higher
I'm
than
just
the
going
other
to say
one.
higher just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
So Casey, you think the Young Gravy song is higher? Or
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, Casey, you're right.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, that Young Gravy song is at 33.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
Juice
That was
WRLD
pure luck.
Did
That was
is
flipping a coin right there. So yeah,
55.
there we go.
Jesus.
I have 6 now.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you win?
Yeah, I
All right,
win.
all right.
Give me that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Jack, what are you at? Just
5.
remind me. 5.
Yeah, I lost.
So you could. We still
Okay.
have one
Still one
extra
more.
one because
all right.
at number 6 of the Billboard list, we have "Hold Me Closer, Tiny Dancer" by Elton John and Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, is Kate Bush rated higher or lower
Oh, shit.
than
Did she hit
"Hold
that
Me
cliff
Closer"
yet?
at
'Cause
number 6?
Stranger Things has been out now for a while. I feel like that maybe lost its steam by now.
I don't know, man. I think that
I don't know.
with you, I feel like if you're asking the question, part of me wants to put Kate Bush higher,
That's what I'm thinking too.
but also that could be
Yeah.
you faking us out.
Yeah, you.
Because it's the bonus question. Yeah, I have to put the
So
meme of the
Jack,
podcast.
if Jack
on
gets this right and I get it wrong, we tie, right?
Technically.
yeah.
But you got to 6 before me, so
So I win.
win.
We can
Put it in the
out.
middle.
You can have
We'll-
second
we'll
place.
tie.
How's that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
You can get the
okay.
tiny R2D2, all right.
The tiny R2D2, right?
Yeah.
What are the 2 songs again? Hold Me Closer and
Running up that hill.
Damn.
I'm going to say Running Up That Hill is higher. I'm just going to say it. Kate Bush is higher.
I'm going to say that the other one's higher.
Oh, Jack.
No!
Jack.
Yes!
Yay, Casey!
He faked me on the fake out.
You really won. I thought it was going to be more difficult, so I really wanted to make it 7, but I just thought winning Wecca.
Oh, man.
Hey, good job, man. That was a great game.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that was. Yeah. I definitely think you get some guilty pleasures from doing this, Justin.
Yeah.
How about we talk about guilty pleasures?
Guilty pleasures.
All right, Casey, tell us about guilty pleasures this week.
Okay, so we like to go with a theme on this show for guilty pleasures, and I was thinking, September, the fresh, brisk air is starting to hit us in the mornings, and it just reminded me of going back to school. And since I'm starting up at my school year as a professor, and I think you are too, Jack, as a student, it's on the mind. So I thought, why don't we do a school for that we adore based? It could be back to school or just something that reminds you of school.
Yes.
So the song I thought of, and I'll give you a little background real quick. Okay, 1996, May of 96 was
back in the Stone Age.
Finishing up my freshman year of school of high school. I know, best Stone Age.
Yeah, before the ice.
And I was just about to embark on like one of the best summers of my life that summer. I met a bunch of friends and I built like a sort of a clique, and I had my first real girlfriend, and it was just a great time. And all the music that comes out of that time is so magical to me, even if it's bad, right? So one in particular, guilty pleasure song I know is bad, but I like it for so many nostalgic reasons.
Yeah,
is a song called "I Love You Always Forever" by Donna Lewis. Let's check it out.
So we're starting to listen to it, and I'm like, "What? This sounds great!" And then the chorus started, and I go, "Whoa, what happened? What happened to the song?"
I love you always forever.
It sounds like it belongs in a Build-A-Bear workshop. You know what I'm saying? This is the kind of song that belongs in a Build-A-Bear workshop.
It's like for 8-year-olds. This song, for sure.
It is kind of. It's just weird, and it was
cheesy.
Somehow
like
it managed to get like number 2 on the Billboard.
Wow.
In that year, and it was just like, I don't know. There's a couple other songs that were similar to like this movement of this like, it's kind of like Enya, this like kind of new agey but still more pop,
Yeah, almost like Eurythmics like
a
kind
little
of
bit,
too.
yeah.
Except I guess her voice, Annie something, whatever her name
Annie
is.
Lennox.
Yeah, Annie Lennox. Her voice is definitely more I guess saxophone like. This is more like flute like.
Yeah,
I want to
something
say
very soft.
Yeah.
Airy voice.
Definitely.
And it's kind of danceable too, even, believe it or not. But I recognize it's not a great song. I think most people would agree. Some people like it, but for me, it's totally a guilty pleasure for nostalgic reasons. So
I mean, that has to be one of the most used reasons, right?
Yeah, and it, like I said, reminds me of school. It actually reminds me of school being just about to finish, and the excitement of summer, the impending summer. So that's me. That's my submission for this week. Let's move on to Jack. So let's hear what song reminds you most of school.
Well, we were all once a cringy 5th grader, and I was one of those.
Well, it's a classic, Jack.
You-
Don't hold yourself short, man.
And
It's
you
a classic.
you gotta live through that era of your life. And I lived through that era of my life listening to Green Day, and specifically the song "Wake Me Up When September Ends" by Green Day.
Summer has come and passed. The innocent can never last. Wake me up when September ends. Like my father's come to pass.
Yes.
Nickelback.
So, I mean,
Smash Mouth.
I'll just give my comment real quick.
Yeah.
So Green Day, after they had that, I hope you had the time of your life, big hit in like 1999.
Yep, good riddance.
They're like, let's keep that going. So they start going like more acoustic with some of these big hits like this, and that's
for a little bit, and then they went American Idiot.
Yeah, and I prefer this song over the other one, like the time. Hope You Had the Time of Your Life. I hate that song. Probably because it was overplayed.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like one of their best songs, ain't it? Right? That's what you're trying to say, Casey?
Oh yeah, it's definitely like their most popular song. Good Riddance is definitely their most popular one.
Like this song is the best sounding song. Like I mean, to me, maybe.
I like Green Day's early stuff, the Dookie album.
Yeah, I mean, their punk stuff is the best, but
Nimrod,
you might argue that this is one of the better songs off of American Idiot, but then I'm going to go back into my early 2000s and start putting on some eyeshadow and wearing black shirts and black jeans and telling you, fuck you, Mom!
Yeah. I don't want to take the dogs for a walk.
I don't want to do my homework. That was life back in the 2005 and 2006. So anyway, enough about me. Justin, what do you have for your school-themed song?
Waking up every single morning with this song in high school. I love it. Going to school in the minivan. I mean, it's just great. Hitting the vape pen a little bit. I mean, come on.
Yes, indeed.
It's Wake Up by Fetty Wap.
When you wake up in the morning, hey, mom's yelling in your room. Like, can I get 5 more minutes? Shit, I ain't really tripping over school. Let's get Wiz Khalifa high, yeah. Get meditated over medicated. Get Wiz Khalifa high, yeah. Throw your caps in the air like you know you made it. Hey, when you wake up in the morning, hey, mom's yelling in your room.
I love it. It puts me in a good mood.
It definitely has I don't know. As weird as this may sound, it has a back to school feel to it. So yeah,
for sure. The 2 producers on this song, and then Fetty Wap is the only other credit.
Yeah.
So it's a really
all him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's obviously major respect to that, because anyone that makes and produces their own music is doing a lot more work than most people understand.
Yeah, I mean, this song took a lot of work.
Yeah.
Well, more work than the Super Freak song.
I'm sure there weren't 14 writers on this one.
Definitely.
No, there was 1.
Apparently that's impressive nowadays.
Yeah.
Right.
Have 1 writer on a song. So.
Some of the lyrics, too, that might remind you of school is when you wake up in the morning, mom's yelling in your room, like, can I get 5 more minutes? Shit, I ain't really tripping over school. Let's get Wiz Khalifa high and get meditated over medicated. Get Wiz Khalifa high and throw your caps in the air like you know
have
you
to
made
go high.
Singing.
Yeah, you have to, because he goes high with the notes.
Yeah, I love that.
It's a little fun.
This is a great choice for that. Do we want to now talk about our all pick?
Yeah.
I think this is going to win because it's so bad, Jack.
It's fucking garbage.
It took us like 20 minutes of looking through songs to find it, too.
Once we found it, we knew it was the one. It's like we went to Diamonds by Jared or whatever. You know, you get your diamonds from Jared.
You went to Jared.
Shanko.
Shanko.com. Anyway.
When you're here, you're family.
So what's the song?
It's the song Graduation by Vitamin C.
This is I feel guilty. I think I feel dirty, not just guilty, but like
yeah.
So if you've ever heard Pachelbel's Canon in D sampled 5,000 times in the last 30 years, this is just another one of those iterations. So
pretty much.
Yeah, it's as we go on. I was singing.
This totally got played at every graduation in the late 90s.
Oh,
for sure.
Yeah,
so that's the title of it, and then it's in parentheses, Friends Forever.
Dude, major cheese alert.
Yeah,
major cheese.
I don't think you can get more cheesy. It kind of feels like Little Blue Man as well.
Yeah.
Like just weirdness as well.
Weird. Yeah.
And then it has the aspects of Casey's song that he picked today. So
we also know how you guys feel about cheese too.
Yeah.
So.
Oh God. Yeah.
God, I hate cheese.
We hate it. Yeah, man.
So who's the guiltiest? Are we all guilty?
I think we're all the guiltiest in this one.
I think it's the all pick. Yeah.
Yeah. It's gotta be.
Sure.
It's gotta be.
I go with that as well. We are all guilty, so we all win in a sort of sense, or we all lose in a sort of sense as well.
Just yes.
I think we lost and the podcast won.
Yeah, the audience won, actually, our listeners and viewers.
Oh, God. Not after having to listen to it, though.
Yeah, but if you want to have one of our all picks, just type in a song. We might use it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So this has been the Cheap Shot Music Podcast.
Download or stream this episode wherever you get your podcasts.
Please leave a like and/or a comment on our social medias. It's greatly appreciated.
And thank you, everyone, for watching and listening.